What's good, guys? Just Prince TV here. Now, I learned a lot in these past few years, and one thing that you should learn is not to take things so lightly. This whole situation with war, I heard over 137 people are dying per day, all right, in this war with Russia and Ukraine. Now, what happens if this gets other countries involved? And then we have a world war. And everybody's saying, oh, this will never happen. Oh, you're crazy. You're bugging out. It's this and that. Well, we said the same thing about COVID-19. Oh, it'll blow over. Months later, thousands of people died. Months later again, millions of people died, to a point that it changed the way you live life. Okay, you had to go outside with a mask on your face. Jobs got shut down. People lost their homes. People lost their houses. Can't pay rent. Lots of situations happened that people couldn't prevent. And you was hopeless. So a prisoner trapped in your own home. You couldn't even leave your very own home that you had. Right? Making it to a point that some people had depression problems, probably wanted to kill themselves. All right? The very existence of life has changed. And we're still not fully recovered. We're still dealing with the pandemic, right? I'm in another country, cases getting more higher. New strains of COVID is coming. So it'd be foolish to sleep on this war, even though I think it's completely unfair that a war with white people killing each other raises alarm and raises tension to the world, but you don't bat an eye when countries in South America go at it and start killing each other. You don't bat an eye when refugees and all these other people in Africa are literally trying to assassinate presidents and take over countries, take over blocks. Same thing Russia's doing to Ukraine. Ukraine, sorry. All about money, power, and greed. And you guys think this has something to do with some form of human rights? No. This is the very same thing that led Christopher Columbus taking over North America. All right? Same shit, different toilet. But we're dealing with the same issues. Everybody wants to rule the world, you know? That's what makes music, like hip hop music, the most realest music in the world. Because we touch on not just issues in our own community, we touch on world issues, you know? And that's what makes hip hop so special. You know, it's the realest form of music. By God, it's the realest form of music. On God, it's the realest form of music, you know? And this shit that's going on, watch your back and be careful, man. Because you never know if they're going to try to recruit you to go and defend the country you shouldn't have no business defending. Look what they did with troops in Afghanistan. Kept us there for a long ass time, you know? So don't be surprised when shit like this happens. And you know why the US is taking Russia so serious? Because Russia got weapons of mass destruction. You know, they don't care about Africa killing each other because Africa don't pose no threat. They don't care about certain countries in Asia killing each other because they pose no threat. I'm right here now in the Philippines, right? Philippines is harmless compared to every other country. They pose no threat to nobody. You know, somebody could probably come over here right now and try to take over this country because it has very little power. It's a third world country, all right? And these people out here starving, okay? You know the average income over here is about 13,000 pesos a month. You know what that is? That's over $260 US money. Now imagine trying to survive over that in the US, right? You can't even pay half your rent with $260 US money. But rent around here costs about $50 for like a apartment, you know. But you may say, hey, that's real cheap, right? It's not real cheap when you're living in this country and you have no source of income other than making that 13,000 pesos a month. What hurts your chances of survival. Imagine if you have kids and a wife that don't work or something. And this country has a strange rule. You know what that strange rule is? If you hit past 30, I believe 35, somewhere between that number, you can't work. They won't hire you for work. Now, if you get hired for a job when you're 18 and you're past 36 and you're still working with that same company, good. But you have to retire with that job. If that job fires you, or you get terminated, or you just decide to do something dumb and leave, guess what? You're never going to find another job again. That's the struggles that some of these people have. So be lucky that you live in the United States and you have the luxury of quitting one job and going to the next. And enjoy that freedom and appreciate it, but don't take it for granted. Okay? Start understanding there's a lot of people out here that don't get the luxuries of having like this, you know, wearing jewelry or all this other stuff that we fight and kill people over, you know. In the hood, you could get killed for just walking around with this, you know, a piece of jewelry. But shit is real, man. So keep your eyes open, stay aware of things that's going on in the world, man, you know, and don't take this war so lightly. I hear a lot of people keep, you know, shrugging their shoulders like nothing could come out of this. Did something came out of COVID? We shrugged our shoulders over that. And look what the hell happened with that. Even I did that. You know, I didn't know this shit was gonna change people's life forever. But shit happens. Just Prince TV out. Peace.